In the unfortunate circumstance that there has to be a divorce, we know that a get is given by the man, not the woman, which seems unfair. How is it that the Torah and the Eibishter, that is just and fair, left this process totally up to the man, and the woman has no control over the get process? In the times of Chazal, in the Torah, a man could even give a get bal karcha, against her will. So where's the fairness? So I just want to suggest a pshat. The psukim are in Parshas Ki Seitzei, Perek Chav Daled, the beginning of Perek Chav Daled, Pasuk Aleph. It says Ki yikach eshisha u'ba'ala, if a man takes a wife, and v'hai ki lo yisem tzechem beinav, if she doesn't find favor in his eyes, ki motz b'ervus v'kosel sefer krisis. So he writes for her a sefer krisis, which is a get, v'nasa biyad, and he puts it in her hand, v'shulchan b'beis, and he sends her away. So it seems very, very clearly that it's fully in his control, and she has no control over the process. How could that be? That doesn't seem to be fair. So I want to suggest a pshat, which I think is the emes pshat. I think it's the true pshat. That we find that there's the ksuba, which is the contract, the prenups that is mandated midrabanan. That Chazal said that we have to write a ksuba before every Orthodox marriage. He has to write a ksuba to his wife. He has to undertake a certain amount of money in the event that she's going to be that he's going to divorce her, or he's going to die and widow, and she's going to remain a widow. And that ksuba is midrabanan. Only midrabanan midaraisa, you don't have to write a ksuba. However, the Rabbanan said that if somebody's ksuba gets lost or something, he can't live with his wife. He must write the ksuba. He has to rewrite it right away. But it's only midrabanan, and yet it's mentioned in the Torah twice. But it's not just mentioned in the Torah in reference to Yidden, to Jews. It's the first person that mentions ksuba, or in the Torah it's called moihar, is in Parshas Vayishlach, by the story of Shechem, where Shechem wanted to marry Dinah, and he tells So Chamor comes to discuss it with the Bnei Yaakov, Yaakov Avinu's family. And he says in Perek Lamed Pasuk Yud Beis, it says, Harbu alai mo'oid, make it very, very big, the moihar umatan ve'etno. You set the price, in other words, set the price, a big price of moihar. What's moihar? Moihar is this price, the price, the ksuba, which is the price of a psula, which even, it seems like even Shechem was referring to, which that somebody would pay, or at least he would write a contract that he would have to pay a moihar for before he marries. That's the definition of a moihar. So the first person that discusses it is Shechem in Parshas Vayishlach, way before the Torah, and it's not even a yid. So what's this concept of a moihar? So I would like to suggest like this, that even before the Torah, even without the Torah, there's a natural process which is a market forces, which would suggest that a woman would not want to subject herself to a marriage, that she could be left kicked out of the house. She could be left without anything. She could be left with nothing. And she could be sent away. And she has no security. So naturally, every woman or her parents that were advocating for her on her behalf would always assure that the husband, before he marries her, he obligates himself and he binds himself to some sort of a document that he's gonna look after her after if he sends her away, or he's gonna put away money in case she becomes a widow. That's what a ksuba is. Now, even before Chazal came, it was something that was done even in Shechem's days. It's something that was done naturally. That didn't need the Torah. The Torah didn't come to most Tanaim hold that it's not even a deraisa. It's only Rabbanan. Which means that it's something that was just natural law, the free market system dictated such a concept, and it has nothing to do with the Torah. Chazal said that since it's such an important concept, so Chazal made a minimum. They never made a maximum, but they made a minimum. They made a minimum. It has to be 200 zuz, and Chazal said if you don't give the minimum price, it's like it's a half gerish. She's never gonna feel confident. She's not gonna feel secure. And also Adam Shisha es Ishtay afilu sha'achas b'zalei ksuba tzigmar babakama daf Peites Samad Aleph v'taima mai kidei shloi tei kalav beinav lo yitzia, that she shouldn't feel insecure, that he shouldn't be able to just get rid of her. So in other words, Chazal only codified what was possibly just a natural market force, that a woman, before she subjected herself to a marriage, she insisted on some sort of assurances. Now, what kind of assurances did she insist on? She insisted on a economical assurance that she's going to get compensated. If she felt that she needed more, he's a very, very rich man, and he could easily give her the 200 zuz. So then she would insist on more, etc. And if she, the market was able to control that she was able to feel secure. However, there never was a price the other way. Why? Because a woman can't undertake that she's going to pay money. A woman very often doesn't work, and she doesn't have the kind of funds. And even if she had the funds, now she could spend it, and she could stop working, and there won't be any work. There won't be any job to garnish. There won't be any salary to garnish. Bottom line is that the security that the woman had from the Moyer system, from the Ksuba system, which is without the Torah, which is just free market system, that security a woman doesn't have, a man never had, and that's where the Torah says that the security that a man should be secure in a marriage, that she shouldn't walk away, that she shouldn't have the ability to just walk off. That's where he's secured with a marriage, and she would have to have his get. So to recap, the woman always had the security of the Ksuba system, which is a free market economic system, and that's without the Torah, just human beings and just human beings. A regular free market dictated that a woman would insist on having some sort of a moya, some sort of a security, and her economical security would be enough. For a man, that there was never that economic security is not possible. That's where the Torah says that there should be a kedushin with a get, and that's how he is secure in the marriage, and they could now both feel secure. She'll feel secure with the ksuba, and otherwise, if she doesn't have a ksuba, there's a problem of shlitei kala bein of loitzia, and he'll feel secure because she can't go anywhere without a get, and those two together would make the perfect balance that the Deibishter wanted, that they should both feel secure in their undertaking.